It's spring, and this is the view from Hayner. I'm Linda Lee Jolly, the director, and with me today is Terry Lanice, our program director, and David Wyan, our assistant director.
Good morning.
Good morning to both of you. And what a beautiful day. It's just gorgeous outside, and hopefully this is the beginning of the nice, warmer season. Hayner's Horticultural Committee has already been meeting out, trimming bushes, and I'm really looking forward to the return of the porch furniture and the fountains. I just love, Hayner's just so beautiful when you just walk up to it and see all of the landscaping, how well it's taken care of by volunteers, I might add. And already we've had several events this month, including a puppet fair for families and Corky Siegel's iconic performance. Well, that was just amazing. Oh, yes. And he went to the high school too, didn't he?
He sure did. It's so wonderful to be able to bring professional musicians to help inspire the kids. This generation of musicians is our next group of musicians. So, and the kids are always so wonderful, and I'm just always so proud of It was a great day.
Good, super. And, I'm a little concerned. We try to do this program as early in the month as possible, but already we've had several events, like I said, and one of the best ways that people can stay in touch with the Hayner and keep track of what's going on and not miss anything that's so much fun would be to get on the website, and there's a place where you can sign up for the e-news, monthly e-newsletter. We try not to spam people to death, but we do send out one very nice e-newsletter at the beginning of every month so that you don't miss things.
Keep current.
Right, and you can sign up for that right from the website, which is troyhayner.org. So hopefully we can stay in touch and everybody can participate in the things that are interesting to them. But because there's still so many exciting events to come this month, but I want to start at the end of the month because we have a really big event on April 30th, and I don't want people to miss that one.
Well, April 30th is it's part of our 40th anniversary celebration of 40 years of the Troy Hayner Cultural Center. We've been here for 40 years now, which is amazing to think about. Yeah. So the first thing we're doing, April 30th, is a Ruby Ball, which is a formal dress ball, and it should just be a lovely event.
So what happens when we get here?
All right, so you will come in the front door and you'll be given a little gift bag, which will have several surprises. I don't want to spoil all the surprises, but one of the things that will be in there is a folder to direct you to the photography. We'll take a nice portrait of you and your date in your beautiful garments, whatever you choose to wear, and then you'll be able to take that home with you. So there will also be some wonderful hors d'oeuvres. Amanda Starry Catering is going to do that for us, Starry Dreams Catering. And, oh gosh, I just wish you could see. I don't want to spoil any surprises for you, but it's
so nice,
it's going to be so wonderful. And the committee has been so great.
And it's themed, right?
Right. The theme is the 1940s. So Greg Rogers of the Frame Mill Gallery is doing the decorations, and he used the Rainbow Room as his inspiration.
Okay.
So
famous dance hall of the time.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, you go to the second floor, and you will find the wine room. You'll have a free ticket for a glass of wine in the wine room, and the wine will be the Versailles Winery. And so there'll be several selections there. And also there's going to be an exhibit. The Veterans Museum is going to bring a World War II exhibit into the house and set it up on the second floor, which I think will be amazing. And then we'll also have some 1940s dresses too, which kind of makes it fun, just to give you that feeling of the 40s and what was going on. Then waltz right on up to the third floor, and you will find the ballroom decked out. There'll be 25 tables up there. If you want to dance, you're welcome to dance, or you can sit with your guest and just enjoy the music and enjoy the dancing.
And what is the music?
Well, it's Tom Doherty, Swing Shift Band. I don't know if you know Tom Doherty's band. His band is huge.
Yeah, this is not
wonderful, wonderful big band. But they're going to bring a small version, a 5-piece version. There'll be trumpet and trombone some drum and piano, but there'll also be 2 crooners.
Okay, yeah, that'll be really nice. And I'm glad to hear that you've got nice seating up in the barn, because that's one of the reasons why people hesitate to sign up for a ball is, well, I can't dance, I don't dance. But I think the committee has found another way to deal with that
so
too.
You're welcome to just sit and enjoy, or in the East Room, we're going to roll this rug up, and there's going to be dance instruction. We have some wonderful ballroom dance instructors here. And so they're going to teach you a few dance steps, maybe work with you about something you already know, or give you a few ideas. Okay. So that's always great fun.
Okay,
really.
So that excuse is gone.
Just pop in here, learn a couple of steps, run upstairs, and try it out.
That excuse is gone. And then the other excuse, the word that kind of scares people or, again makes them hesitate a little bit, is that it is a formal ball. Okay. And of course we want people to dress up and come costuming and have a good time, but it doesn't have to be expensive. Right. I will tell a secret. I have my dress, and I got it for $36 off of Macy's clearance rack. It's just beautiful.
That's awesome.
So you don't have to spend a lot of money.
You don't. And, it doesn't even have to be a long formal. You're welcome to wear a nice short dress, whatever. Also, I've had people ask me about coming vintage, dressed in 1940s, which I love that idea, and honestly, that's what I'm going to do.
That just adds to the atmosphere so much. Yeah. I think a lot of the people that are dancers, may come dressed for the ear, and that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So what a nice day. And then the other thing, at 8:30, we're going to have everyone come upstairs and do a formal toast to the Hayner, to the 40 years that we've spent here. And I really think that's going to be a wonderful moment that you just won't want to miss. And lift our glasses to the next 40 years.
Absolutely, absolutely. And isn't it, it really is worth celebrating. I feel like we just celebrated because the house was 100 years old in 2014, but now here we are again and able to celebrate what we've become as the Troy Hayner Cultural Center over the 40 years. It's community supported, it's well loved, it's well used. I think people
are just... a very unique situation.
Yeah.
It's a very unique place.
To our community. There aren't that many communities that have something like the Troy Hayner Cultural Center. So it's worth celebrating. And of course we like to party every time we turn around. So now this is though a ticketed event.
Right.
And we do have a pre-registration. So if people are going to come to the Ruby Ball, they need to get those registrations in, right?
Yeah, you can register online with a credit card.
Okay.
Easy peasy. You're welcome to stop in and bring a check if you like, whatever works for you. There is going to be a limited number of reservations just because that's just the way life is, So I do recommend you please register early and give us an opportunity to plan for you.
Right.
But we'll go ahead and offer tickets right up until the night of if we still have them.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get those registrations in and get ready to party. It's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, April, we party every April anyway, because April is the month that Mrs. Hayner was born. This is her birthday month. And for probably, I'll bet the last 20 years, we have had Mrs. Hayner's birthday teas in April. And that event has become so popular that we have to do it 2 times. But it's just a lovely spring day.
Sweet.
Yes.
I noticed somebody in Dayton is having a tea now, too. It's a great idea. It's just a sweet afternoon.
It's fun. It's fun to just come out. If you don't know anybody else, there's friends already here at the Hayner. A lot of people bring their friends, their moms, their groups, and just have a good time. It's my understanding, again, it's a ticketed event, but there are a few seats available on April 21st. So hopefully that if you're not registered yet, you'll get your registration in and come join us for Mrs. Hayner's birthday tea. And then on Saturday, April 16th, we have a new program starting that just sounds like a lot of fun. David, can you tell us about the Cabaret and Cabernet?
Cabaret and Cabernet. I certainly can. Yeah, it's an idea that we've been kicking around here to have just a Broadway night, a sing-along night. So we came up with the Cabaret and Cabernet. It would be April 16th, 7:30 p.m. right here in the East Room. And we're going to transform this room into a New York-style piano bar with high-top tables and wonderful hors d'oeuvres and drinks in the lower Great Hall here. And wine will be available for purchase. I put together a booklet of about 50 Broadway songs, some older tunes from older shows, as well as some current musicals to hopefully reach everybody, songs that everyone will know. And we are just going to sing the night away here in this very room. I'll be on piano, and my brother will join me. He plays bass, and a friend on drums, the David Wyan Trio, and we are just excited to be able to do this. And so put April 16th on your calendar. It's kind of fashioned after, Terry Lynn was asking me earlier how he came up with this, and I love to go to New York, and in the Village there's this place called Marie's Crisis that is kind of a hangout for locals, as well as after the Broadway shows are over, many of the performers come to this venue. So you never know who's going to be there to sing their big songs from their shows. So hopefully you'll come ready to sing that night. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
And it's sing or listen, and it's free and open to the public,
Yep.
right? And it just sounds like so much fun. We know we have singers in the community, so
Absolutely.
So this is the night. This is the night. We're going to have a lot of fun. Now, the antique seminars this season have taken kind of a lively turn this year. We already had one by David Fair, who came and told us, tried to share with us how we can tell when our furniture is vintage or our furniture is antiques, how we might treat it depending on what it is, and how we can incorporate it into our modern decor. A lot of good information and a very enthusiastic audience for that. But the next one is April 21st, and it's Tom Kozel, lives right here in Troy, and he collects vintage records. So he's going to come and talk to us about vintage record collecting.
Vinyl is not what it used to be. Vinyl, we thought vinyl died, but what happened was people began to collect them as historic items, as a record of our music history. You know, these vinyl pieces were there in the day, and the artwork has become quite collectible too. And Ted Kozel he's a vinyl geek, and I don't think you would mind me saying that. He just has a wonderful, amazing record collection himself, and what he wants to talk about is, how do you tell an authentic, original, in the day piece of vinyl from, maybe a copy? What's collectible? How do you care for it? Those sort of things. And it should be fun. And we all have vinyl, and we hate to give it up because, it's part of our lives.
Yes.
And so it's a good opportunity not only to get together with other people and talk about vinyl and records and music, but it's a great opportunity to find out what might be a historically important piece of vinyl in your house.
I think he has a lot of information to share. I hate to think about my vinyl records being vintage or definitely not antique, but I think it'll be a really interesting evening and a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And if there's one sad thing about spring, it's the ending of the chamber music series for the season. That's been such a lovely series, but they're winding down with an extraordinary concert.
Well, the final concert of our Drawing Room Chamber series is Tutti Solisti. This is a group that has Miriam Kramer, she's a violinist, Deborah Netanel, who is a cellist, Stephen Aldridge is a pianist, and Randall Paul plays clarinet. Miriam Kramer and Deborah Netanel are both amazing composers, and they happen to be sisters too, which is kind of fun and interesting. But these four musicians come together because they really love to play together. And what a wonderful room for them to come to is our intimate listening room. And you can just really tell that they're here for the joy and the love of being together. And you just never really know what might come of this concert. There was a time when Deborah's husband came up here with his bongos.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, it was just a wonderful
So you
moment.
don't think about that.
No, you don't. But it was a wonderful, I don't know, it was just a beautiful concert. So, here are these folks that know each other so well and know, how they play, and they really take advantage of what this concert series is. This series is the last Tuesday of each month in the school year. I should say almost because we don't do December, but so you can look for it again starting in September. Randall Paul, who is the director of the School of Music at Wright State, he hosts this series for us. So he will find another group of wonderful people, and we'll start it all again in
It
September.
has been fun. It is a Tuesday night. This one's April 26th.
Yeah.
It's free and open to the public. Starts at 7:30, and it's gotten a nice, enthusiastic audience, and I think it's fun to come out on the Tuesday evening and enjoy the music. It kind of breaks up, your work week.
Breaks
Just
up the
do
day.
something a little different.
And then to be able to carry, the musical phrases in your head the next day, the next couple of days, and just sort of have that musical, experience with you. It does. It changes your week.
It does. And I mean, it's just so easy to, go home, have dinner, and settle into your chair. But we do unique things, and we do them sometimes on weekday nights. So you don't want to miss it. Another one is that April is National Poetry Month.
Oh, yes.
And always in April, our last poetry reading of the season features the winners of our poetry contest. So on April 28th, which is a Thursday evening, free and open to the public, something you don't get to hear every day, people expressing themselves through poetry. It's a lot of fun. We'll feature our winners from the 2016
poets will
contest.
actually be reading their own poems for you.
They read their own, and very expressive. A lot of fun. Adults, both adult and children categories, and just to have that many different poets speaking on the same night is kind of unique. So that's a lot of fun. We're looking forward to that. And of course, watercolor exhibit is in the house. It's beautiful. It's so colorful and just fits perfectly with spring at Hayner. And of course, coming up is the Nellie Toll exhibit starting in May. And Nellie Toll, we're really looking forward to that. She was a Holocaust survivor that spent a couple years hiding with her family in Poland during the Holocaust. And someone gave her paints, and her mother gave her every scrap of paper she could find, which, instead of, pouring out her angst or her concern or her fear about the war, Nellie spent her time imagining a better world. All of her pictures that she did as a child show a life as she wished it could be. And they're just beautiful. They're really interesting. And she herself is coming. She's 85. She lives in the United States, and we're looking forward to her visit in May. So also, it's time to get ready for a lot of upcoming things, including trips. We're ready to travel.
Absolutely.
Hayner Hits the Road, David.
Hasn't that been a fun endeavor?
It really has. Oh, it's just been super.
I'm so happy that it's
I'm
taken
ready
off.
to go again. Where are we going?
Well, we have 2 trips planned here. The first one, June 1st, we are headed to the Columbus Museum of Art. And actually our own Leona Sargent, who's our exhibit coordinator, has chosen 3 or 4 pieces from their permanent collection that she will talk about. So we have a docent-led tour of the Museum of Art. And then the most important thing of the day is lunch, because I think that's what sold this trip. We're going to Schmidt's Sausage House in German Village.
And it's a buffet.
It's a buffet, so all you want, including cream puffs. So, yeah.
All the cream puffs you could eat.
That's right. So once we've filled ourselves with cream puffs, then we are going to the Franklin Park Conservatory. And we will have a 2-hour docent-led tour of that facility.
Oh my goodness.
And they tell me this is a great time to go because of the spring flowers and some of the summer flowers that will be out there. So
that conservatory has a really interesting bonsai collection too. That's kind of unique. You don't get to see that everywhere, so it's a lot of fun.
And Chivoli glass. They're known for the Chivoli glass.
It's an interesting partnership.
It is.
So this is definitely a go. You've got one bus filled.
I've had to add a second bus. So,
all right.
Sign up online. You can register and pay, or stop in here to the Hayner and register. It's $65 if you're in district, meaning that you are live within the Troy City School District or a Friends of Hayner member, and only $70 if you're out of district.
Okay.
So make sure you sign up for that one. And then let me mention that I still have 9 seats available for the New York trip. Now that happens this fall. We're leaving September 28th for the Big Apple, New York City, and it's a 5-day, 4-night trip, and I do have 9 seats available for that. So check that out on our website. Also, you can register, pay online, or stop in and talk with me, and that's open until May 1st.
May 1st.
May
So
1st.
even though it's fall, May 1st is the day that
It's the
we
deadline.
need to make our commitment. And I'll tell you, I can't think of a better way to see the Big Apple than to get on that bus and let David take care of all the problems and just have a ball. It's got a couple Broadway shows in it and a lot of sightseeing.
Oh my goodness, yeah. 2 Broadway shows, 2 dinners at upscale restaurants, MoMA, the Modern Museum of Art, and Metropolitan Museum of Art, Statue of Liberty, the 9/11 Museum, Central Park. We're doing it all.
Something for everyone.
Yeah.
Let's get on the bus. Okay. And then David and Leona are about to kill me because we have started training for the Hayner 5K whiskey run and walk. And I might add, we're walking. But if you're going to do that and you are not used to running and walking, you need to start now and get in shape. But it attracts lots of runners. It's a fundraiser for the Troy Hayner Cultural Center. And, of course, between the sponsors and the entry fees, it gives us a nice little additional funding to help support all of the things that we do at the Hayner Center. And it's just going to be a good day. It's going to be a Saturday morning this time. Our first 2 were on a Friday night, but we've got a Saturday morning slot, and the committee's really excited about that. You can register anytime through Speedy Feet, and I think you said there's a link.
If you go to our website, troyhayner.org, there's a link there that will take you right to the registration forms. You can pay online.
Okay.
There is an advantage to registering early.
Little discount?
A little discount. Yeah, it's $25 for adults. It's $30 the day of. So please come, even if you didn't get a chance to register. But little bit of benefit for you there. Plus, you're more likely to get a T-shirt if you register early. Mm-hmm. The children are free.
Oh, and that fun run is so cute.
Yep,
Yeah, bring the
adorable.
kids on because this is just
free.
great.
There's a T-shirt for them too for $5 if you'd like to have the T-shirt.
Okay.
But yeah, so
It's a lot of fun. No whiskey at the whiskey run. However, we always
not
get
even
that
if
question.
you make the finish line.
No, but that would be a good prize. But no,
no.
It's called the whiskey run, as a nod to the historic past, the pre-prohibition
Right,
Hayner Distillery, which provided the money for the Hayner House in the first place. So hopefully people come out. Though that's just going to be a wonderful morning. I want to add that there's still lots of classes available, and the details are on the website, troyhayner.org. The summer flyers are at the printer, and there are lots more opportunities to come. We're looking forward to stepping outside and just having a great spring and summer season, and hopefully there'll be something that everyone can come and take advantage of, and that's the view from Hayner.